G'day and welcome to episode 93 of the Guy Who Sews podcast. My name is Sean and this is my weekly update where I share my quilting adventures. I'd like to welcome both new and returning viewers to the podcast, but if you are new, I'd love it if you take just a few moments to say hi in the comments. Come see what I've been up to, what I've completed and what's coming up. But let's go ahead and get started because we have a lot to get through. Wow, what a week. I've been running ragged all week, but I've got quite a bit done. The first one that I want to show you is a fun pattern called Fab Farm by Elizabeth Hartman, and this is a little teaser for you. This is a collab that I'm doing with Stephen from Blame Designs and the Idiot Quilter, Stephanie from Stephanie Stitches, and Shannon from Slate Arts. Wow, what a mouthful. We all put out 3 designs early this week for you guys to vote on, and this one that I just showed you was the absolute favorite. 2/3 of you voted for this pretty much, and I'm really having fun putting this one together. So this is the strawberry, which I showed you just a little earlier. And I gave myself a little bit of an extra challenge. I want to use nothing but stash for the whole thing. The background is fabric I received from Sew Becker a couple of months ago, and it looks really nice. I love how this kind of gives it a farmy feel, which is the whole idea because it's all the different farm animals. And then yesterday, I started on my live, but I finished this wonderful pig block, and just look how beautiful this turned out. Absolutely love this. The ears are the same fabric I used on the pandas a few weeks ago. And then the other 2 pinks are like a grunge, I guess you could call it, that I used for a baby quilt a couple of years ago. So I love it a lot. And look, it even kind of matches my shirt. And so that is that. We'll see more blocks come out. There's cows, horses, chickens, all sorts of fun stuff. So keep an eye out for that. And then the other thing I did during the week was completed this monster t-shirt quilt. And I'm not going to show you a part of it. But I absolutely love it. It has a total of 40 shirts. It's going to be about queen size. So we have to go ahead and get some backing fabric for that very soon and move on and get that completed because it's been hanging around here way too long. So that's what I have for my works in progress. I have a lot more to share, so don't run off just yet. But let's go ahead to our week in review. And if you're new to the channel, this is the series of videos I make during the week, mostly of me sewing, but I also include some of any adventures we get up to and also of the doggos. So I hope you enjoy. Last week I asked everybody, how do you baste your quilts? Whether you send it out to a long arm, baste it on the floor, or on a table, that sort of thing there. And some of you guys are super creative. I love how you have come up with ways that works for you and to make it easier for you. This week I thought we'd just make it a little bit different, and I'm just curious, how do you watch this podcast as a general rule? Do you watch it on your phone, your tablet, computer, or phone, or something else? Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to know. So now it is time for questions and answers, and I love these questions. The first one that came in is, do I cut all my fabric before a project before I start? And the answer to that is it depends, and usually not, for many reasons. If I'm doing something like a t-shirt quilt, I'll absolutely cut it all out because it just makes it so much easier and faster. But then a lot of times I'm like a little kid. I just want to start sewing. I don't want to sit there and spend hours and hours cutting. And there's other times where I just want to cut a little bit of fabric and do a test. To make sure everything works before I continue on. Like this one, for example, I was not sure about the backing. But, yeah, as it turned out beautifully. But, yeah, so there's many reasons I will or will not cut out all the fabric. But if I can and it's viable, I think it is a lot faster. And then the next question that came in is, am I doing a sew along for the Fab Farm? And the answer to that is I have not decided yet. I think it's going to depend on how much interest there is in it. So let me know if it's something you guys are interested in doing. And if so, we may be able to set aside a little bit of time to do a little bit of a sew along together. Oh, and yeah, I asked earlier this week, which of the 3 patterns you guys thought I chose? A lot of you guys thought the Fab Farm. A lot of you thought the blowing up bunnies. A couple of you said the produce section. And those that said the produce section were correct. That was my favorite, but it was incredibly close. I love all 3 patterns, and I think the produce section won out by just a little bit there. So really, all of you won. Now it is time for goals, and I have quite a few goals this week, and I want to get as many of them done as possible. The first one is to keep up with my Vlogtober posts, and if you haven't seen those yet, it's a short daily video where I showcase a different quilt that I saw at the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Show earlier this year. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun. Each video is like a minute and a half. I'd also like to cut out clue 2 of the Mad Quilt Party. This is the White Rabbit block. I think he's going to be a lot of fun. I'd love to get the Winged Monkey cut out for the Wizard of Oz, but although that keeps getting put to the sidelines, and I think it'd be fun to make another block or 2 of this as well. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what your goals are for the week. So I have a fun little story to tell you, but before I do that, I'd like to welcome all my Canadian friends a happy Thanksgiving. Tomorrow, Monday, is going to be Canadian Thanksgiving, and it's just a day for them to come together, enjoy friends and family, and just enjoy Thanksgiving together. So I hope you all have a great day. I was talking to my stepmom on the phone last week, and she told me a fun story where she went up to visit some friends in a nearby town, well, 6 hours up the road, but it's nearby for us, called Toowoomba. And she was talking to some of her friends up there who were quilters. And I don't know how it came up, but somehow some of her friends were talking about how they watched this YouTube channel about this, it's a guy, and the channel name is The Guy Who Sews. And my stepmom was like, you realize that's my stepson, right? And I'm like, no. So just, yeah, absolutely small world. It's just amazing how much reach and how many different people watch the channel that we never know about. And I love to, over the last couple of weeks, people have been putting in different states that they're watching from that I haven't had before. So my little map is actually growing as well. So I think that's really, really fun. So earlier in the week, I took a little trip up to Doswell to go pick up my beautiful quilt and the lovely ribbon that was attached to it. So here we go. It's all home with the ribbon. It's an honorable mention, and I'm super excited. I did get the judge's notes with it, and I'll share those details a little later on. But it was mostly good. I can let you know that much there. So I'm super excited to have it home, and we'll go ahead and hang it up behind me in just a few moments. Now it is time just to let you know what's going on in the next week or so. First up is at 10 o'clock this morning, I'm going to be over on my friend Sew Becca's channel, and we're going to hang out for a little while and sew some more of these wonderful pandas together. This has been a fun project, a collab we're doing together, and I'm excited to go ahead and get maybe 1 or 2 more of these at least started and make some more progress on that. I'm also going to be doing my daily Vlogtober post where I show you a different quilt from the quilt show each year, and I've got some fun ones lined up, so definitely come back each day and watch those. And then finally, this Saturday morning, I'm going to be having my friend Katie from Greenland Quilter, and we're all both going to sew Clues 3 of Carnival together. I'm going to do the small bomb pop, and she's going to do the large. And then also, I will release the video of the time-lapse of Clue 1, which is the Alice block as well. So I've got a lot coming out, so keep an eye out on the channel for all the new and cool videos. And with everything going on, did I get anything finished? Well, the answer to that is yes. I got Clue 9 of the Village Green put together. I love how colourful this is. And we are so close to the end. In about 3-4 weeks, we'll get the final instructions and see how this all comes together. I'm super excited to see the final result for this, so keep an eye out for that. I'll put out a time lapse for that one, probably in the next week or 2 as well. So that's it for today. We had a lot, right? I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, tell a friend, and we'll see you all in the next video. Happy sewing. We'll see you over at Speckers at 10 or tonight for Vlogtober. Happy sewing. We'll see you soon. Bye.